This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some important update to share with you. Joe Manchin comes out and calls for a compromise for Social Security and Medicare. Meanwhile, first of double SSI checks next month worth $1,755 to be sent out soon. And when it comes to Social Security, looks like Republicans may cut it or not. At least that's what the Democrats are claiming. Here is what is going on.
Why put Social Security into sort of the political arena every 5 years? Why put seniors through that? Why do you think that's a good idea?
I'll play the full video clip of Rick Scott talking about what he's going to do about Social Security, whether it's going to be cut or not. I'll also play a video clip from Bernie Sanders, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a more than mundane Monday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more daily, straight-to-the-point updates on matters that financially matter to you. And I'm giving out $200 checks in just a few days. Sign up with the link down below if you want to win that. Let's get into it here. So Manchin erupts at Biden over coal comments. So mention this happened over the weekend. First it started with President Biden calling the coal industry really bad. Since Joe Manchin has a horse in that race, Joe Manchin said that's disgusting and that President Biden is divorced from reality. Then the White House claps back and says, no, you took that the wrong way, Joe Manchin. It wasn't what he meant. And basically the beef kind of got squashed there. But when it comes to Joe Manchin, Manchin calls for compromise on Social Security, Medicare, as other Democrats go on attack. So Senator Joe Manchin says Social Security, Medicare reforms, excuse me, are needed because we cannot live with this crippling debt. So Joe Manchin is right in between. So Republicans want to sunset Social Security, Medicare every 5 years, kind of look back at it and see what needs to be done. Democrats are saying that Republicans are going to cut it and we need to fund Social Security and Medicare for a longer period of time. I'm going to play the Republican perspective, but first up, here is Bernie Sanders.
Right now, what we are seeing is some 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck. They are struggling to get by, while the billionaire class has never, ever had it so good. More wealth and income inequality today than any time in American history. And when we talk about inflation, what everybody should know is that the profits of the oil industry are record-breaking, huge profits for ExxonMobil, the other companies. The food industry, people can't afford to buy the groceries they need. Food industry profits are soaring. Airline industry profits are soaring. So what has happened is that in the midst of the war in Ukraine, the breakdown in supply chains, which are important parts of why inflation is high all over the world. Republicans forget to tell the American people, inflation is not just an American issue. 8.2% here, that's bad. It's worse in Europe, over 11%. So yes, the economy is very, very important, and we cannot do as the Republicans wanted, give massive tax breaks to the rich, cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. That is not a solution to the economic problems.
What are your thoughts on Bernie Sanders? Do you agree, disagree? Back to Social Security here. So Social Security update, first of double SSI checks next month worth $1,755 to be sent out soon. So when it comes to these checks, so basically, supplemental security income beneficiaries are set to receive two payments totaling $1,755 next month after tacking on January's payment at the end of December. So basically, whatever you get paid in the 1st of December, that's going to be your 2022 payment. And then December 30th, which should be the January payment, that's going to be your new increase payment. So a check of $841 may be due on December 1st, and the other payment due to the 8.7% increase of COLA could be $914 sent on December 30th. So that's the double payment going on for SSI. And then when it comes to Rick Scott, Republican Senator of Florida, Rick Scott called out for wanting to cut Medicare and Social Security. Asked the question, why put seniors through that? Also, Rick Scott claims he doesn't know one Republican who wants to change Social Security after Ron Johnson floated proposals to put the program spending in flux. So what is actually going on here? What can we believe? Take a look at Rick Scott's response to that right here.
Let me ask you, you've been asked a million different ways about Social Security. You know the Democrats want to bring this issue up. Sunsetting the program every 5 years for renewal. Why do that? Why put Social Security into sort of the political arena every 5 years? Why put seniors through that? Why do you think that's a good idea?
I have no interest in changing the Medicare program. I want to make sure we preserve the benefits of Medicare and Social Security. I don't know one Republican wants to change that. In my plan, I said we have got to start being honest with the public that what's our plan? Medicare is going bankrupt. Social Security is going bankrupt. Here's what the Democrats did. They just cut $280 billion. Every Democrat that's running right now in the Senate, okay, and those in the House, they all voted to cut $280 billion out of Medicare, which is going to cut life-saving drugs. They did this.
Joe Biden, you're playing a math game.
Senate,
you are playing a math game there, Senator.
That, he didn't pay his taxes.
Senator, you're playing a math game here. You're playing a math game. They didn't cut anything on Medicare. It's cost savings having to do with the prescription drug benefit. Look, I understand that you want to call it something else, but
Chuck, if you cut spending in Medicare, it's probably going to impact the ability for somebody to provide things. When you cut out $280 billion, there's a life-saving drug that your mom will not get. That's what's going to happen.
All right, I will remember this. Chuck, when you guys claim a Medicare cut isn't a cut.
$280 billion out of Medicare reduction is going to cut life-saving drugs. That's bad for citizens. It's real simple.
So I'm curious, where do you stand on Social Security being cut, not cut? Are the Democrats saying that Republicans are going to cut it because there's a midterm election tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts on that. Also, relief checks. Delaware residents have until the end of the month to claim $300 rebate. So what's going on here is a state sending out the $300 checks, and if you want to claim one, then you have until the end of the month if you want to get the $300 check if you did not receive it already. So have until the end of November to apply for the state's 2022 relief check. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you the one thing you should do. Remember when you were a kid, you always used your imagination in your mind. That's why it's called imagination. Imagining what you're thinking about. And remember that when you were a kid, you use your imagination for like anything, like movies. You watched movies. You imaginate yourself with it. You may sometimes when you're watching cool movies, use your imagination to do the same thing if you want. And also, can I tell you something? I watched a movie and now I'm all about it. And now I'm a Ghostbuster. Like this one, you shoot out light and it makes the ghost disappear. And this one, you tap it like this, and it makes you disappear, make the ghost disappear. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. So yeah, just getting more rest now that my ankle really is hurt, worst case scenario, and I'm gonna have to get surgery. Gonna try to bump up surgery sooner if possible. So get that out of the way. But anyways, all is good with us. Bella has swim today, so we're gonna go do that. And anyways, yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out any of my other videos, my other channels, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.